Yes. So he came back in her life and he apologized for everything that he did and told her that now he has feelings for her. She was obviously head over heels for him, so she took him back, accepted everything. Later, it turns out that he only wanted sex, and that's what he kept talking to her about. She felt very uncomfortable, obviously, and she confronted him with this and told him to stop that, which got him very pissed at her. So, which got him furious, and he started blackmailing her for notes. He kept on doing it, and it just got worse and worse. She says that she saw her past flashing back in front of her eyes. She left him. But that's not where it ended. Um, she became depressed because of that, and she realized that she needs help. She went to the therapy, but unfortunately, even that didn't turn out well for her. When she was a kid, because of all the family stress and fights and everything that was happening in her life, she had developed migraine. So now she not only had thyroid, not only that she was a rape victim, not only that she was depressed because of another guy who came and screwed her up as well. She also had migraine. She couldn't tell her parents about her getting help from a professional because she knew her parents would never support her and they would not understand what it means to, be depressed or something like that. So she tried to do it herself, but she says that it didn't really work out for her. She felt hopeless and she stopped believing in therapy and she stopped believing in professional help, even though she is a psychology student. Later, she she took a break and she went home um, and she saw how her family was and things were not getting any better. She had a very low BP, and this is back in college. So she had a very low BP and her health got worse and worse. So when she was taken to hospital, her reports had one thing or the other, and her health was deteriorating to the worst. Like, before her final exam of that year, and she went back home, but apparently her parents found out that she had been to a psychiatrist and she was on medication. Her father found that out. He got very aggressive and he hit her. Later on, because of everything that was happening, um, she felt like it was all her fault. She felt like maybe her parents are right, and if she cannot understand even her own parents, how is she going to be a counselor? So she started blaming everything on herself. Later that year, it also turned out that she has asthma. She was diagnosed with asthma later that year as well. When she went back home, do you guys hear this voice of this kid? Or I don't know if it's gonna come in the video or not. But anyway, yes. So that happened, and then when she went back, it's annoying me. So when she went back and the parents found out about her medications and she saw them fighting, she just didn't know what else to do. However, as amazing as she found inspiration in the smallest of things. She used to get inspired by her friends. She used to get inspired by other people who she think were quite, achieving and strong. Then, because of that, she realized her own worth. She realized that all of this was never her fault. She realized that she does not have to be inspiring, or her story does not have to be inspiring for others. It's enough if she's inspiring her own self every day. She does not have to focus on making her parents proud, and that is not the only motive of her life. Keeping herself happy is equally important. She realized that one day she's gonna be an amazing psychologist and she does not need others to validate her. She is so strong that even after being played and messed with the men, all the men in her life, most of them, she does not think that all men are trash. She believes that all of that was a coincidence and her bad fortune, but that does not mean that you can hate on the entire sex and gender of cis men. So, my point being that after everything that she has been through, today she stands strong. She also told me that she wishes to write a book on her story, and she doesn't know if it will inspire people or not, but she really, really wants to do that. She doesn't want people to feel the way she has felt. And she believes that one day she might find true love, even though she has never found it up till now. Not from her father, not from her cousin or the guy that she fell in love with. But maybe, yes, one day she believes that there is going to be someone who's going to love her. And even if not, she loves herself and she thinks that she's enough for herself, which is more than enough. So, thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you for considering me a person who is worth telling your story. It's an honor. And one message that I would like to give you, and people who could relate to this, or people who think that they have been through something like this or other, we are not so fortunate like so many people in this world, and it is the truth. Some of us have a lot of scars. We have been exposed to things as a kid which we were not supposed to. Some of us did not really have a childhood, right? Some of us have faced unimaginable things growing up after maybe in teenage or even as an adult right now. So some of us are scarred, but it's how you look at those scars is what matters. I have been looking at my scars like there were years when I felt like my scars are my weakness, my scars are the proof that I'm useless and I could not ever fight for myself. But now I look at my scars and I feel like I have been through hell and I made it. So when you look at your scars, they are your battlefield memories. They are your battle scars. They are a proof that you made it through and you will make it through no matter what. They are not your weakness, they are your medals. Wear them with pride. Once again, thank you for sharing. You are so inspiring. I can't even tell you. And I'm sorry if I have made some mistakes or missed out few points. And to everyone else who was listening to this, you're not alone. See, there's so many of us. We have got each other's back. Okay? We'll make it. We'll get through this together. So guys, if there's anything you want to say to her, you can put it in the comments, and don't bullshit. I swear to God. If I find any negative shit there, you have no idea what I'm gonna do with you. And I'm not kidding. So yeah. And if you think you have a story that you want to tell us and you want to let people know, let me know and we can share it here. Anonymously, of course. So that's it. That's it for today. I hope you guys are doing okay and stay strong, people. Until next time. Tata. See you.